Hi folks, this is Reeves Callaway. I'm going to give you a short video that explains how we modify the hood for the Corvette. Basically, it is that we cut a hole in the hood, we add a surround ring around the perimeter of the hole and bond it to the hood, and then in a second step we make an interior piece called a trim ring, which supports the isolation pad underneath the hood. So, two big steps, lots of details. We have normally done this procedure only in the shop. We haven't tried to explain how to do it in the field. So please help us by commenting on this video if there's anything that's unclear or needs to be further explained. We'll try to give you all the tricks that we know. We'll try to speak to all the tools that it takes to do the job right, with the hope that your very first attempt will come out with a perfect finished hood in the end. Let us know. Thanks very much. So we'll start with bringing the hood into the workshop, and we're going to disassemble the vent
and the liner,
and that's done like so.
with a couple of push pins.
A couple push pins. Bink. There we go.
Got 6 of them.
6 of those. And then
So T15 Torx.
T15 Torx. Looks like what, 3 fasteners?
It's 2 of them.
Oh, just 2.
Just 2.
Okay. Good.
This,
That little guy pops out.
you snap the front first. And then the back comes up.
Bingo. Very nice. And then the whole insulation pad.
Just like that.
Up and out. About how to lay this thing out,
Okay.
right? So do the same thing from the edge. We're just going to pick approximately what, Manny?
It's 30. With the tape that we got, is 30 inches right
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Approximately 30, 32 inches.
Do the same thing other side. Always a good idea to double check.
Yep. 1.5. Right there.
Measure twice, cut once.
Mhm.
Straight edge with tape to protect. And then that can really create the perfect line.
And that's the center line.
There. That wasn't so easy, was it? And now, the template.
All the way down to the bottom.
Excellent. So the template has small cutouts that allow you to verify the center line going through the cutouts. So a couple extra pieces for security, and now marking through the holes with a Sharpie.
Just make sure to keep the template flat. All right,
Bingo.
that's it.
So now template comes off. And a pretty good outline remains.
So now we gotta outline it with tape, protect the painted surface that we're gonna cut out middle part.
Okay. So you're just going to tape to the outside of the line.
The outside of the line, that's why it's imperative when you got the template, make sure it's flat down, you get straight lines. Makes it a lot easier to tape.
So you just do all the straight sides first.
Yeah, all the straight sides, and then we use 1/8" tape, 1/4" tape to do the
radius.
It's a lot easier to manipulate around those radiuses.
Typical. Got it. What's the tool first, Manny? So,
Cut-off wheel.
cut-off wheel,
It's a 3"
little resin reinforced 3" on the cutoff. Some people at this point would elect to put some more protection out here, but after your 3rd or 4th hundredth, it's all in how you hold your pen.
Yeah. So you try to cut as close as you can to the line. We're gonna take it up to the line with the angle grinder.
Aha. So, are you trying to remove the Sharpie marks?
Yeah, we are gonna remove the black mark completely.
Right.
And that's where the outside of the hole is.
Okay.
No, back here it's gonna have a double skin. It's got the bottom part of
the interior.
so it's
skin.
gonna be a little bit harder to cut the back part compared to the side parts.
Good advice.
All right, so we got all the straight edges. Here it all depends what tools you want to use. You can use the cutoff wheel to get around the corner. I like to use,
Sort of bridging the corner.
Yeah.
But there's another way.
Yeah, with a pencil grinder, you got a nice. You get on this side.
Yep.
It'll be a lot better. You can see there's that double skin we were talking about.
Yes.
So it's either way.
Double skin. Pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. So let me do the rest.
So a little tape applied to hold the piece up. Et voila.
And we got a hole. Barrel sander next,
Barrel sander coming up.
and we're gonna get the radiuses. Let me get this hole from you.
Right. Now that's our rough cutout.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take everything down to get rid of the black marks along the interior of our tape line. See if we can get that any better on the interior of the tape line here. Yeah, there we go. That's the marks that we're going to be removing next. Okay, man.
All right. 40, but it's a worn down 40.
Uh-huh. So this is a 3-inch
Mm-hmm.
angle grinder with the same kind of
So
worn out 40 is
yeah,
good, huh?
yeah, or even an 80. But
So there we have the precision hole. What's next, Manny?
fit this around. Let me go grab one. I got one prep with tape.
All right. So here we have the surround,
It's just tape for the protection.
right?
It's painted.
It's already painted, so we want to be careful. Tape it up to protect it.
All right.
All right.
So first thing is we got to find center for this thing.
Uh-huh.
We use I use the same template that we use for the car.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bingo.
we got to kind of get it in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Then you mark your center. Flip it around. Of course, it's a flat paper over a contour
Yeah.
part. So
Yeah.
same thing. Try to align it as good as we can here.
And mark the center.
And mark the center.
Perfect.
So we got centers on both sides now.
Yep.
The center lines coincide with the center lines on here.
And there we have it.
And here is where we check the fit. See how it's got a little bit more? So we might have to go in, and here's where we start clamping, making sure that the opening.
So chances are,
Because every surround is different.
right?
As far as, I mean, how long it's been sitting, where it got cured.
But we want the piece to register down in the hole,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. And from the feel of this probably needs to come down a little bit more. Well, just start clamping it. See what happens.
All right. So the real test comes as the clamps.
Quick grips
Little quick grip.
with some nice soft material in the front to protect the paint.
Yep. And quite a few of them.
Yeah, we're gonna use around 10 of them. Anywhere from 8 to 10, depending on how it sits.
All right. Just light enough
Just
to hold,
yeah,
right?
just to hold it.
And starting at the center.
Little opening. Radius is neat opening. A bit.
So can you see when there's a little interference?
Yes, yes. On I'll show you where on the. So the surround. So you got the trough for the adhesive,
Right?
and you got this little. It registers. This is what registers inside the line.
Sure.
So you need to get that past the line, inside the line. So that registers where the surround sits.
Got it.
So the way it sits right now on center line to center line, these two radiuses in the back
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit here need to come off still.
Okay.
As far as just with the grinder, and then we'll fit it back in.
With a little relief, you simply reclamp on the center line. And Manny can tell already that he gained
Yeah.
what he was looking for.
The radiuses, yep.
Yeah,
And then a little bit.
very cool. So we are reclamped, and
We like the position that
we
it's
like the
flat.
position it's in.
Everything's
now-
flat.
Yeah, everything works well.
So from here,
So now we're going to take it off and take it out and
take all this tape off.
remove tape. All right, so we're doing tape coincident with the outside because the next step, or the last step in applying the adhesive, if there happens to be any squeeze out, this makes it super easy to get it off. So we'll replicate the radiuses with the 1/4 inch tape.
What this does too, it gives us an outline of where you're gonna sit the surround in anyway.
Yep.
Once we put the adhesive on.
Right. We have the perimeter done. So now we unclamp
Unclamp.
Remove. And we have a really good indication of where we need to bond to. So that's what the remaining flange is the bond flange.
This is 1/8 inch tape. We're going to separate the side, the little border.
We're going to separate.
So we can have
Right.
a trough here. We're going to actually put the line where we're going to put the adhesive.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're going to scuff. So this 1/8 inch tape goes on the right on the inside of the tape that we just laid down.
So 1/8 inch is 3 millimeter tape.
We go all the way around.
Gotcha. So we don't want any adhesive right out at the edge of the surround ring. So this will give us a good guideline, because the adhesive is designed to be in a bonding trough built in to the surround ring.
Because I am scuffing, I don't want to scuff more than what I have to.
I see.
So I do put an extra one.
Extra layer over the whole
Right,
thing.
right over the blue
Right
tape.
over the blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's just protection. So if it scuffs more than I need, it does. The tape will catch it.
Yep. Yep. Good idea. Voice of experience. Because next we're going to remove
The
the
exposed
paint on the inside of the tape line,
down to the carbon.
right down to the carbon, so we get a good bond. So now we're getting ready to take the paint down to the carbon. The tool is the 2-inch diameter. Does it help if it's worn out or if it's new?
No, depends what. I guess it depends. If you're using a 120, it'd rather be a new one. If you're using like an 80, semi-worn one.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends how many layers of paint does this thing come with also.
Uh-huh.
If it's been fixed, if it's been repaired, I've had new hoods come in here with three layers of paint.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a 120.
Hold my hand over my face. He looks at me one day, he goes, hinders progress.
Hinders progress.
Because that big ass nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Okie dokie. Here we go. So, there we are with bonding area taken care of. Nicely cleaned down to the carbonium. Yeah. And ready
Yep.
for bonding?
Yep. Yep, pretty much.
All right, here we go. So we take the tape off, but only the protective
Yeah.
portion.
Yeah, we try to leave the original outline on there.
So we're going to go ahead and take the blue off as well. But we're going to leave the true outline.
You see what's gonna get covered. The original line.
Yep.
So, just like that.
There we go.
Yep. What it is now is prep this, scuff the trough, just so that the adhesive can have something to grab onto.
Yep.
And that we can do with sandpaper. We can do. I like to do it with pencil grinder because it's faster.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna do with that.
Final part of the prep, we want to remove that little piece that was still under there.
It's just so it doesn't get stuck underneath the surround once we bond it.
Bingo.
Just like that.
So what is the supply side of this?
This is
Danny?
DP 420 made by 3M.
Yep. Scotch weld epoxy adhesive 420 with the applicator.
Yeah, make sure both sides come up. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Got flow from both sides.
Yep.
Put on the mixing nozzle. And you're about ready to shoot.
Need some test strips.
Yeah, good thing to get a feel for.
Also test strips, that way when you can find out if it's set tomorrow, you can come and check your test
yeah.
strips
Sure.
also.
Yep.
So here we're just acetone, a little bit of acetone.
Yep.
just to clean out the areas that we're gonna bond.
Mm-hmm. Acetone prep,
Just to get all the carbon dust off of it.
the schmutz.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with the surround, since we
Same thing with cleaning up the surround. Careful not to damage the paint.
just to
All right, here we go. Now, normally you would not see any squeeze out, right?
no, that's what you want, is you don't want squeeze out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the goal is, not to have any squeeze out.
So why did you change clamps just then?
No, it shifted back. When I clamped this one,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing it kind of shifted back.
Shifted backwards.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it shot it back because of the.
Because of the taper?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why these things barely had to go on. If put too much, it does put a strain on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's to me it's more of a safety as far as that. Make sure it's clamped all the way around. I've seen Pete use 7, and you know, I guess it's just with me it's preference, making sure that every part of it is bonded.
Mm-hmm.
But there it is.
Wow. And how long do we let that sit?
At working time, it says to let it sit for 4 hours and then you can start handling it, but we leave it for the whole 14.
Okay.
So tomorrow, actually I set it out in the sun, which helps it.
Yeah.
If need be, when I can put one in the morning, in the afternoon I can put the trimming in.
I see.
If I throw it outside with enough sun.
All right.
At 7 hours, I'm able to take the clamps off and put a trimming in.
Understood. Nice work, Vinny.
Thank you. Well, this is it right here.
Cool.
I just got to check for, I don't know if you want that, but I get a flashlight, we check off for squeeze out, we take the tape off.
Get a flashlight and check for squeeze out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where you start checking to see if there's any squeeze out.
Yep.
You start removing tape also.
Uh-huh. Tape and inspect all at the same time.
Yeah, because here you can see if the tape's underneath, you can start pulling it off. You can able to release a clamp if tape's underneath, you can still release the clamp a little bit to get the tape off.
Got it.
But this is, we're just making sure there's no squeeze out.
So if there was any squeeze out, it would have happened by now.
Yeah, and it would be on the tape. So if it squeezes out on the end, that's where we go all the way around the perimeter
Got it.
to make sure that there's no squeeze out, and it's easier to clean off the tape
Sure.
off the side right now than on the paint itself.
Yep.
But yeah, we did it right. We shouldn't have any squeeze out, and the surround should be bonded. because of the edges, that 1/8 inch tape that we put, the blue one, it's flat and flat. So if there's any adhesive in there, it's gonna squeeze it out because it's literally flat on flat.
Yeah.
So
So we're going to put it in our special California sun oven
there you go.
out here.
Need to put it up here first. Take the stems out.
Uh-huh. Stands outside. Transport to special California sunshine. And let the solar activated
Let it
epoxy
bake.
let her bake. Nice work, Manny.
All right.
Ciao.